Hello, in this video we'll go over the regional settings in the control panel. So what are they? Well, they allow you to change the settings that are based on the region in which you live or are currently located. So to begin, getting there of course, in icon view we're just going to click on region. If you're in category view you'll click on clock, language and region, and then you'll click on region. The first tab is Formats. This allows you to adjust the date and time formats for your region. So you know in some countries the way they show or say the date and time is a little different. So instead of January 21st, 1981, it might be 21st of January 1981 or something along those lines. Or instead of AM and PM they might use a 24-hour clock instead. And this is where you change those settings. So we will go over this in more detail and what this stuff here means once we get into the demonstration. The next tab is location, and it's just basically your home location. Where are you? I'm currently in the United States, so I have that selected on mine. And then finally on here we have the administrative section, which is if you want to change the language for the entire computer or the welcome screen and etc. This is where you would do that. Chances are you probably won't ever do that. However, if you need to, this is where it is located. So let's do the demonstration. Alright, so from the control panel, I'm going to click on region. You notice this comes up. Now, I was telling you, we'll go over this in more detail, and the reason I said we're going to do that is we're actually going to go into these additional settings. So when we go in here, it's going to kind of separate these out some more, give us more detail, and also explain this weird code you see here. I'm sure you can understand it means month, day, year, but then you also have these 4 days, 4 months, day, year. What does all that mean? Well, if we go into additional settings, we have more settings for numbers. You know, what do you use as your decimal symbol, how many digits after the decimal point, etc. How your positives and negatives are shown. Then we also have how your currency is shown for your region. How your time is shown, and I want to point something out here. Notice it has a single H, 2 M's, and 2 T's. Well, here, this is what their notations mean. 1 H means hour, 1 M means minute, 1 S means second, and 2 T's means AM or PM. Lowercase h / capital H means 12 or 24 hours. And then so this is just basically what the notation is up here. So when you see it, that's what it means. Alrighty here. And notice here, if you have 2 H's, it means 01 will be 01, not just 1. So if you just have 1 H, it'll be 1. If you have 2 H's, it'll be 01. It'll display the leading zeros. Whereas you have 1 H, 1 M, or 1 S, there is no leading zero. And now for the date, there's a little bit more here. So here it's showing us the date. And then we have these notations again. So a single D or double D is the day. So again, the same deal here. If it's 1D, it will not have a leading zero. So January would be denoted as 1. And a double D would be as 01 for January. Now DDD or DDDD would be the day of the week. And then M is month and Y is year. So that's the basic settings for the format area. Remember, when you do make a change, make sure you hit the apply button if you want to keep it, or cancel if not. Alright, next again is the location tab, and here you can select where you live, and yes, it does scroll, and I was using the wheel for that. So you can also click and scroll. And then finally would be the administrative section. And we won't mess with this right now. However, if you do need to use it, you may want to ask for help first. Alright, I hope this helped you out a little bit. Remember, you can rewatch this video if needed.